everyone, and welcome to my Lego table. So today we are going to be doing one of the new August 1st, 2025 releases, and I hope I say this right. This is set number 21063. It's Neuschwanstein Castle. So this is a castle in southwest of Bavaria in Germany. It's an awesome castle. Okay, you guys, so usually I would not do like the architectural things. I have done a few of them, but I don't know, it's just not something I like to display because for one thing, I only have so much room for Legos, and I have ones that I really, really love and themes that I really, really love. But one of the themes that I really love is castles. And so this one I'm definitely doing and definitely keeping. This one is going on my shelf in the Lego room, okay? All right, so this is 3,455 pieces. It is for 18 and up, and it sells for $279.99 on Lego. So it's a pretty awesome looking castle. Love all the turrets. Favorite thing about castles for me, it's all about the turrets, you guys. And this has several. So, well, technically towers. So I don't really know if it has an actual turret. So maybe this one is. I can't see if that goes all the way down to the bottom. So if you don't know, a turret usually doesn't go down to the bottom. It's called a tower if it does. But a turret usually is like, it's up on the second or third or fourth floor or whatever. It's at the highest point of the castle. And it's just a place for somebody to sit and watch for enemies coming. Okay. Just like a round structure. But I still call the full towers, I call those turrets too, even though they may not be. Anyways, so we have 23 bags of Legos to go through. Some of them have a lot in them, some of them not so much. And we are going to start with bag number 1. I don't think there is any stickers for this or anything, unless like there's some hidden in the instruction manual, but it is a pretty thick instruction manual, okay? So we're going to start with bag number 1, get that fully built. I'll come back and show you what we built just with that bag, and we'll go on from there. So I'll be back. Okay, you guys, so bag number 1 is done, and we already have the castle name here, and that is printed. It's not a sticker. And then we've kind of started this here, okay? All right, so there is all of that. All right, so we're gonna move on to bag number 2, and I'll be back as soon as that's done. Okay, guys, so bag number 2 is done, and so we have more of the like rocky edge going up here, okay? And so looking pretty good. We got more of the little, I'm gonna call those bridges, even though they're not bridges, but okay. So we're gonna go ahead and continue on with bag number 3. So I'll be back as soon as that's done. Okay, you guys, so bag number 3 is done, and we have gotten the third wall attached, as well as gotten these middle braces in here. So now you have all of this going. We have almost all of the like rocky outer edge done, okay? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and move on to bag number 4. Once I get that done, I'll come back and show you what we've built. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, guys, so bag number 4 is done, and we've got this really cute little house with its own little tower on it. That is so cute, look at that. And then we've got the start of this, like, I think this is this another tower? I was trying to see. Yes, so this house is still going to expand over here, so there'll be more of it over here. So, but that's totally cool. I love it. And then this is the back of it, where it's got some more windows and stuff on it. But I love how they made this tower by using like the 2 separate gears on top of each other. That's kind of cool. Okay. And then, yeah, we put this on here as well. And so, yeah. So we're going to move on to bag number 5. Once I get that done, I will come back and show you guys what we got. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so bag number 5 is done. Basically, it was building this whole extension on here, okay? And that's pretty much it. We got more of the little, I'm calling them bridges. It's not what they are, but yeah, more like tunnels, maybe tunnels? Yeah, okay. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started with bag number 6, and then I will be back to show you what we've made. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, guys, so the bag number 6 is done. And we've kind of just added on this here. We put some more bars on the middle, put this on. So just kind of little things. And that's pretty much it. It's not too much yet, okay? Still working pretty much on the wall around the castle, not the actual castle itself. There's little, oh, why always do that. I pull something off. There's little things, you know, of the castle in it, because this is like the foundation for it and stuff. But yeah, okay. All right, so we're gonna move on to bag number 7, and once I get that done, I will come back and show you what we've made. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, you guys, so bag number 7 is done, and we have gotten this whole little section of the castle in, and then also this here. Okay, so we got all these different windows and angles and all of that, okay? And then it continues on down here. You flip it around, you can kind of see the back side of that, okay? All right, so now we're gonna go ahead, and I think this is, I called this a house before. I think it's part of the castle. But anyways, so we're gonna go ahead and get started with bag number 8. And once I get that done, I will come back and show you guys what we've got. Okay, you guys, so we have just gotten bag number 8 done, and we have put on this other section here, so it kind of completes the whole house here, okay, or bottom part of the mansion, castle, whatever you want to call it, okay? So that's pretty much what we've done so far. So this is the whole thing so far, looking pretty good, okay? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to bag number 9. Once I get that done, I will come back and show you what we've made. Okay guys, so for bag number 9, we just created this extra little build. It hasn't been put on the castle yet because it's not done, but this is what we have so far. All right, so I am gonna go ahead and get started on bag number 10, and then I'll be back as soon as that's done. Okay, you guys, so for bag number 10, we did finish that little part off that we started on bag number 9, and we've attached it now onto the rest of the base here. And so this is it. Got lots of more windows in, got a little red door back here. I guess I don't know if this is a ramp or if it's supposed to be stairs. It might be supposed to be stairs because of the slots, but yeah. So we've got all of that in. And so this is how it is looking. Let me get this turned around here. Looking so far there, okay? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead, move on with bag number 11, and I'll be back as soon as that's done. Okay, so we have bag number 11 done. We've gotten this nice, the whole like platform down here is all done. And then also this tower that kind of looks like a lighthouse, that's done as well. So looking pretty good so far. And yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to bag number 12, and I'll be back as soon as that's done. Okay, so bag number 12 is done, and we have basically added on this here with this here as well, and then this little part, I think over there, yeah, this too. Okay, so we got a new tower here, and then just this little section right here, and then this little section here, and all of this, okay? All right, so far looking pretty good. And there's the other side of it so you guys can see it. All right, so all those windows. I think it's kind of cool how they made the windows. At least you don't have to like do a bunch of glass all over the windows. So makes it easier, and it looks good, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and move on to bag 13, and I'll be back as soon as that's done. Okay guys, so for bag 13, we built this whole back section here. So now it's all one big unit, okay? There's no more gaps in the outer mountainous part, I guess you'd call it, okay? So pretty good, looking pretty good so far. It is pretty cool. Okay, all right, so we're gonna go ahead and move on with bag 14, and I'll be back as soon as that one's done. Okay guys, so bag 14 is done. Basically it was just adding more basically around all of the trim here, and then a little bit in the middle here. So we've gotten all of that done. And so this is what it's looking like so far all together. It's looking pretty good. I haven't done anything to the actual building though in this bag, so it was just the basically getting this built up a little bit higher back here, okay? All right, so we're gonna move on to bag 15, and once we get that done, I'll come back and show you what we've got. Okay, so bag number 15 is done, and we made this separate little structure here. So I'm sure it's gonna get attached on here after it's finished. Got some nice little balconies here, got more towers going up, and you can kind of see inside of there a little bit, okay? And then you can also kind of see through this little window here too as well, okay? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to bag 16. And once I get that done, I will come back and show you guys what we've made. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay guys, so we have bag 17, or I'm sorry, 16 is done. And we have basically added a little bit more onto the top here of this section that we're building. So we've put, I think it was from about here up, maybe a little bit more than that, okay? All right, so we are gonna move on to bag 17. So I'll be back as soon as that is done. Okay, so bag 17 is done, and that got this whole piece pretty much finished. It looks like we still have a few more pieces for the tower and stuff to go on, but it did get it finished enough and attached it on to the rest of the base here. And so this is what we've got. You do have a little bit of stuff, you know, you can kind of see a little bit through there, but not too much. And then it's kind of funny, they use little forks up here for part of the decor, I guess you would call it, the outdoor decor. And then I like this little like sunroom. So this would be like a little sunroom up here. So that's pretty cool. Okay. All right. So now let's go ahead and get started on bag 18. And then once I get that done, I will come back and show you what we've built so far. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay guys, so bag 18 was the start of this structure here. So again, of course, we've got all the little windows in, but we've got this in, which is kind of cool looking. But most of it's just windows, and then here's the inside of it. Okay. I'm not sure if this would have been better if it was a little bit wider and you put some furniture and stuff in it, or if I just like it kind of the way it is, where it's just more about the like the architecture of the castle or not. I think I kind of like just the architecture of the castle, because you know that would be a lot for one thing to get furniture and everything in here. So, but yeah, so looking pretty good. So we're gonna move on to bag 19, and once I get that done, I will come back and show you what we've got. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so bag number 20 is done, and we have added on a lot of this top part here. So we put this thing here on, and then have added all of this stuff up top, gotten a lot of the roof done. So here is what it looks like on the inside there. It's looking pretty cool so far. Okay, all right, so we're gonna go ahead and move on with bag number 20. As soon as that is done, I will come back and show you what we've built. Okay guys, so with bag number 20, we finished off all of this. We got the rooftops on, we got this bigger tower on, we got even some of the tree trunks in, not the tree tops, but the tree trunks are in. And so far it is looking pretty good here, okay? Get it pushed back a little bit, and there it is. There she is, okay. All right, you guys, so we're gonna go ahead and go on with bag 21, which is mainly, looks like just getting the tree tops on. So as soon as I get those done, I will come back and show you guys what we've built. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, you guys, so bag number 21 is done, and that was basically putting on some of the tree tops. So we have a couple here, we've got a couple all down here, and then we've got a few here, and that's pretty much it, okay? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and move on to bag number 22. Once I get that done, I'll come back and show you what we've built. So I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I actually did bags 22 and 23 together, which 23 is the final bag, and I'll tell you why here. So it's supposed to be bag 22 is adding these in, these all green trees, okay? And I didn't quite fill mine in all the way. I left the ones on the side, you know, they look, I don't know. So like this one, they really filled it in, and these, they kind of left it so they're not filled in. But anyways, because so this, it was making all of these trees. Now those trees can be replaced by the fall colors if you want to. So that's what bag 23 was making the same thing, but for the fall colors. Now I decided that at least around here, I don't know how it is in Germany, but our trees don't turn all at one time. Like, you know, in Illinois, you'll have it like part of it's still green, part of it might be red, part of it might be yellow, and that's just how it is. I mean, you will see some that turn like all one color kind of at one time, but most of the time they're kind of like in between stages. So, you know, you get lots of color kind of popping out on one tree. So, and I really like just the pop of color. So I decided to go ahead and do that with my trees, kind of mix in the fall colors with the like summer colors. So it's kind of maybe on the cusp of the end of summer, beginning of fall, when the leaves are just starting to change and the trees aren't quite fully one color anymore, and they're just kind of multiple colors. And that way I get both versions. So I know it might look a little strange, but I don't care. So here it is. There's a couple of the trees in there that have added the fall colors on. But yeah, so it looks fantastic. It is completely finished now. Everything is done. So this is it, top to bottom. And it's really cool. Now in the instruction manual too, as you build stuff, they do give you like information about the castle. Like at the beginning of the instruction manual, it tells you like who built the castle and some of the history of it. And then as you go through, it kind of tells you things about some of the individual builds as you're going along. I just think castles are awesome no matter what. So, you know, this looks fantastic and I'm really happy with how it turned out. So that is it for this video, you guys. I hope you liked it. Please like, subscribe, get notifications, and also watch some of the other videos so that I can continue to bring you more and more Legos. Also, if you want to check out my eBay and see what Legos that I have up for sale on there, you can check that out. Sorry, with the link in the description below. We've got a new puppy, and the older dog is having a heyday trying to figure out what a puppy is. But anyways, so I hope you guys enjoy your day and enjoy your Lego building or whatever else you might be doing today. And we will see you on the next build. All right, talk to you later. Bye.